Hello, I'm MP5 Deacon, and today I got
Diamond Wolf.
with me. And so we're going to be looking at the second mission, Dark Secret, of Return to Castle Wolfenstein through the RealRTCW mod. I think I got that right.
Es ist so kalt hier draußen. Also, es soll noch kälter als letzte Nacht werden. Hoffentlich kriegen wir bald neue Decken. Ja, hoffentlich kriegen wir bald warmes Wasser. Ich habe seit 2 Wochen nicht gebadet. Kannst du dir das vorstellen? Ja, ich weiß.
They're just talking about how cold it is, that they wish they got new blankets, and guy needs to bathe. It's been 2 weeks, and the other guy laughs that he knows.
Das hier ist mein bescheidenes Haus. Unten am Ende der Treppe ist der Hintereingang.
All right.
What's he talking about?
Well, he's saying I have another entrance to the cafe from here.
Tut mir leid, aber in meinem Zustand kann ich Sie nicht weiter begleiten. Sie müssen sich beeilen. Helgas Ausgrabungsteam ist auf dem Friedhof am anderen Ende des Dorfes. Da ist der Eingang zur Gruft. Viel Glück.
In his current state, he can't come with us, but we gotta go in through the catacombs to get to Helga's. Well, to get to, Helga von Bülow.
Is that the drunk guy?
Yes. He wishes us luck, and we're off. If you notice, this is where we are supposed to get the Thompson, and we get a scope for our Car 98K. So, I played this so many times because of so many problems and random headshots.
That radio being one of them?
Oh, yes. So that radio obstructs the sound, and I've just been headshot by a guy on the banister. Because sometimes he comes through the banister, sometimes he doesn't. I don't understand why. But and then other times there's a section here in a few minutes where just a guy with a Mauser just random headshots is like, okay, that's pretty scary. I have great contempt for this village section here.
Are they saying mein gun?
Mein Gott. You know, my God, but why are they saying that when they're Nazis? They're not supposed to be saying that. Bad Germans. So, interestingly enough, the Ithaca 37 was not actually in here. It's part of the mod if you didn't know. And we won't be using it till the next level. There's a pretty good reason for that.
Let's use this one instead.
Yes. Now, I don't know why, but I've had it where the spawn just did not happen for that last guy there. And then when I came down, for some reason, he decided to spawn then and kill me, which I think that's probably a mod problem, because I never noticed a problem in the original game, but oh well. So, I am doing all secrets once again here. So, it's not too much for this one. There's only 2 secrets. They're pretty simple. It's really not until the third part, so...
Put him out of his misery?
Pretty much. I really don't like that they... Okay, the silencer and the Luger should be a good idea.
Did they just throw a grenade out of that window?
No, I threw a grenade, and I bounced it on top on accident. But you heard that nice gushy sound, so that means I got the guy up there. Now, I don't know why, but somehow the sound propagation failed. Normally, the other guys here would have been active, but for some reason they're just doing their patrols. I would have never thought stealth included, wait, this part's funny. I just...
Did you hear a splash?
Yeah. You see, the guy runs through in the water there where his buddy died. Not... I don't know. The stealth in this game's so janky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Wait, don't shoot. Come here. He
Definitely not a trap.
Yeah, well, he said, I have something for you.
Unsere britischen Freunde dachten, sie können diese Bleispritze hier gebrauchen.
So our British friend, Agent 1, left this stuff here. Now,
If you did shoot that guy, could you still get to the stuff?
I don't think you can shoot him.
Sie müssen jetzt
Not
gehen.
sure.
Wenn uns die
I've never...
Wachen hier finden,
Yeah, you
erschießen
can't.
sie uns.
At least not sometimes. I don't know. It came up with that little stop sign on the crosshair, which is a you can't fire. But, so now we have the Sten, which is an interesting weapon because, well, I'll demonstrate a feature of it later, but it's suppressed. It's basically similar stats to the MP40. I think it has higher damage. At least it feels more effective. But there's a kind of effect of the silencer that will be seen. And here, I got something I didn't know was possible. A double kill. But hey, I can't complain.
Efficiency.
Indeed.
Was weißt du?
So,
Haben Sie es schon gefunden?
I mean,
Unglaublich. Ich dachte wirklich, das
I
alles
don't
sei nur eine
understand.
Fantasiegeschichte.
The mod made it weirder. So now, initially you just had, I would have all the SMGs in the game. And the MP40, ideally you'd think normal balance, the MP40 would be better, do more damage, the Sten would do less, but have the benefit of being an assassination weapon. But it feels more accurate than the MP40, and that just makes it a lot more... It's just a better weapon, and I don't understand it at all. But if you notice when I fired, there was a red bar that came up, right?
Okay.
Well, anyways, if the red bar goes up all the way, the gun overheats, and you have to let it cool down a little bit, which is supposed to balance its power out. It really doesn't, because if you fire in bursts, you'll never really ever see that thing go to max. So you're always going to be able to have a consistent, reliable rate of fire with this.
Oh, by the way, I love how the game just convinced, like, you have this entire fancy bookshelf secret, and the game is just convinced, like, oh yeah, it's that book.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's sticking out further than all the others, so, you know, it's kind of sus. Now, the AI kind of breaks here. I missed the grenade, and for some reason, the guy doesn't come out. But don't worry. He's still alive and there, and so I waste some time trying to get him. But I honestly don't know what's going on there. He's just absent-minded.
The eerie silence, as there's just nobody.
Yep. Most of the time I played this map, though, he would run out and jump, and normally the grenade would have, like, blown up as he's jumping, so it throws his body way forward. But oh well. He gets to live. One Nazi survives. Complete failure on my part. Yeah, but it's also weird because earlier the guy's like, hey, you know, it uses the same 9mm ammunition as the MP40. Well, no, it uses a completely different magazine. So when Blazkowicz drops that mag, really he's making that weapon worthless, but whatever, it's just a video game. In fact, the Sten gun is a terrible gun. It's very cheap and has a horrible magazine. The gun itself's not bad, but submachine guns, it doesn't matter how good the gun is if the magazine's bad. And the Sten has a terrible magazine. If I recall, it's a single feed, which is where I think its problems come from, and single stack. I could be wrong on that, though. So now we're getting our second secret, which is, I don't know, kind of meaningless. Like, if you're playing this on a normal difficulty, I really don't see you having many problems, or to need that health. But, whatever.
Das ist wirklich ganz schlecht gelaufen.
Wirklich schrecklich.
Das waren unsere Männer. Wir haben unsere eigenen Männer eingeschlossen.
Ich weiß, ich war da. Aber was sollten wir machen? Es war ein Befehl. Ein Befehl von Helga höchstpersönlich.
Ja, natürlich ein
Wir
Befehl.
mussten das Grab versiegeln. Uns blieb keine Zeit.
He just sits there.
Yep. Honestly, it's...
Is it that bottle that did it?
You know what, maybe. Anyways, what they're talking about is there was a massive accident and it was real ugly. A lot of people died. But it was a mistake by Helga. And so what can we do about it? Because she's so high up. They don't really know any options. So,
Isn't Helga that SS paranormal lady?
yes.
So perhaps a paranormal accident?
Well, I don't know. We're about to find out, because we're going in here. So, now if I recall, I think this is where I have my first real mistake of the game. But it's okay. It's a stupid one, but you know.
Just slowly poke the wall with your knife in the same spot until the entire thing crumbles.
Of course. The MP34, it's my favorite. It just sounds and feels better than the MP40, does about the same damage. Honestly, that's it. And as I use these in like RealRTC and play this again and again, I really came to the conclusion that, like, again, the Sten's just better because it's accurate. For some ungodly reason.
Das ist ja wie im Schlachthof hier.
Ich weiß, diese Dinger sind überall.
Was ist das? Wo kommen die nur her?
Keine Ahnung. Mir sagt man sowieso nie was.
Mein Gott, habt ihr das gehört?
Ja, war nicht zu überhören.
Wir müssen hier raus. Folgt mir zurück zum Eingang.
Was? Die Leiter? Sie ist kaputt?
Man hat uns hier drin gefangen.
Macht euch bereit! Sie kommen!
Anyways, they're saying these things are everywhere. What are we going to do? Let's get out to the entrance. Oh no, the ladder's broken. They're coming.
I just love the convenient hole in the ceiling.
Well, I mean, how do you think they got in there? That's where the ladder went to, so... But, as I'm talking about with these submachine guns, they're pretty, It's good that the MP34 and the MP40 are the same, you know? It means that, yeah, you basically just get a cool skin. And it sounds nice. But, really, the best one in the game is actually the Thompson, but I'm saving the Thompson for the next part because, well, it's just an effective weapon. Now, as we can see, we have undead. The big thing about these guys is when they're crouched down, they move slower and they can reflect bullets back at you. Now, I want to explain my death there. The guys without the swords and shields don't die. You have to, in order to kill them, you have to jib their body. And so the Nazis downed him, but then he got up in the corner and I got stuck there and couldn't move, so joy.
A tutorial moment that didn't go as planned?
Yeah. Kinda because they just died in that corner like that. See, that explosion means that the body was destroyed, so good on the Nazis.
Love how these guys, like... Well, I guess they're scared I might as well shoot at everything, but it's like, sure, they just saw you shooting at the zombie?
Well, you're an American. You're worse than the undead. You're an enemy of the Nazi party. You see, that's a problem. I don't know. What do you want me to say? It's just AI prioritizing you over NPCs.
Yeah.
So,
Still, that could have been an interesting scripted thing to do.
and it would have made more sense, like, if you were attacking them, they'd kind of let you slide. But this is where we'll use the shotgun the most. Because it absolutely demolishes everything, and its spread is... Well, it's okay at, like, medium range, but we're gonna use it at close range because we gotta guarantee that jib. So, I don't know, these undead just kind of play different. It's really all about ammo conservation and fast action. Which... Because they're gonna put you up against multiple, so actually using your kick to kind of save on a few bullets is a good idea, and you want to deal with those guys as soon as possible, because every single one will cast the skulls like that. The skulls, I'll tell you what, they suck. It's the worst form of projectile in, well, any type of game, I think. They go through walls, they don't really care about anything, and I think later on they'll even chase you. It's just not... I just don't actually know how you deal with them.
So since we have zombies here, there's an important question. Is this game in the Doom canon?
Well, okay.
There goes the bridge.
Yes. I knew it was going, and I tried to jump. I don't know if it's possible. I think maybe. But, okay, back to your question. Well, from my understood idea, the canon is that Blazkowicz is like Commander Keen's like great-grandfather or something. And Commander Keen goes on to form the UAC after he genocides the alien people on Mars. Commander Keen, as a 12-year-old kid, is a real monster. But anyways, I believe his descendant is supposed to be Doom Guy, and so yes, technically. But also this is a reboot, so I guess not this one. Because
Yeah,
there's
that's
no...
kind of Zumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the, if I remember correctly, 1 and 2 are part of the current Doom canon, which themselves, based on that lore, would have to be canon to the original Wolfenstein,
Yeah, because...
not the new one.
I think it's the RPG on the phone that actually ties it together, which is a good game. Shame you can't play it anymore. But the Spear of Destiny, I think, is involved, and that's kind of what ties everything together, is that item, through a terrible expansion that you should never play, because the original Wolfenstein, for everything it did not age well at all. Like, I don't think I'll ever replay the original Wolfenstein again, nor will I finish the Spear of Destiny. It's just sheer pain. It's just countless mazes filled with things and bullet sponges. It's just not fun. I do love the mighty boot, though, causing the undead to blow up. Blessed by God, the boot has the holy power to dispel the undead. So I don't know, what do you think of this nice change of pace here, you know?
Not quite dealing with your average Nazi anymore.
No.
Oh, this room. So this room I thought kind of interesting because, like, so far this game's done a really good job at, like, the environments feel like they could realistically fit with the story. And then you get to this room where it's like, why does this room exist as a trap? Were the Nazis expecting you or something?
Well, okay. No. Because you hear them firing ahead of hand, and I think they see you, and they're backing up and they close the door. Ideally. I have
Yeah,
no
but they're
idea why the elemental would be the key to opening the door, but whatever.
yeah. I know. I just feel like this is the first room that's like pure gameplay that doesn't fit the story.
I mean, but we do see those Nazis in a few moments here. Like, we do catch up to them, so at least it's that. It also could have been they know what was going on, and they just decided to close the door and didn't necessarily notice you much.
Just let them take each other out.
I mean, it saves on ammo. It's very important. I mean, my shotgun shells are dwindling. Always snipe him, whatever you do. For some reason, that guy will prioritize you over the NPCs at that range. I don't know why. I don't know if Wolfenstein was legitimately trying to be spooky with, like, oh, knocking in the crypts. I don't think it works. I would like to take a moment, though, to kind of compare with the Old Blood. So, in the Old Blood, you enter into a very similar catacomb area while you're still in Castle Wolfenstein. And it feels like it's kind of homaging this in the very beginning. And there's just no undead, because they save it to later, and they do have that stuff come out, but it's kind of weird, because you're in these crypts with, like, bones and bodies all on the wall, and these tombs and caskets. And so I'm always expecting the undead to be there, but no, it's just normal Nazis.
It's a fire-breathing zombie.
I know. Okay, I think it legitimately uses the flamethrower. Like, it has the exact same weapon type. And I think it even has the same pitiful range, because, a flamethrower should have a much greater range, but whatever. I have complaints about it in this game. It's good, it just has no stun on the enemy, so they'll just machine gun you through the flames, but they'll die right afterwards. It's just less reliable than the automatic weapons. But fire's fun, so, So, got anything else to add there?
Well, it looks like they're upping the spooky with the fog.
I know.
Fog, so spooky.
It's scary, We're going into some forbidden area. No, what's really scary is the Nazis on the other side of the door. They made me waste a precious shell. I mean, come on. So, in the last level, if you pay attention, there's some symbols. And if you pay attention to the order of the symbols, I should have probably pointed that out, you'll know what order to go into this room. You can beat it without knowing the proper order, but, you'll miss out. Do you really want to miss out? Do you want to be different from everybody else? No, you don't. That's why the fog's there, not to be spooky, but to cover up that trap there that's just a pit to death.
Classic. Okay, that trap kind of reminds me of Doom 64.
Okay, how though? I don't remember rolling spikes in Doom 64. Wait,
Well, it did have the spike shooters,
it did.
so it's like that, except it pulls the spike back after it shoots it.
Well, those were saw blades, so I don't know. It makes me think more of oh gosh, what games? I think Serious Sam had something like that in the second encounter. I think it was the same level where you have the room of spikes, where if you don't look directly at the center for some reason, it pulls you to one side because it's based off mouse movement. Anyways, we're cheesing these higher enemies with German universal machine gun philosophy, and oh boy, does it work.
Make sure to get away from there.
Oh yeah, I mean it's pretty well telegraphed. As you can see, these two are super zombies.
Or super what?
They're super zombies. They ate 2 grenades and then some buckshot.
I love how the flame trap just toasts the one corpse. Earthquake?
Yeah, I don't think it's an earthquake. I think it's a supernatural event manifesting here. You'll see why in the next part. Now, as I try to fumble around remembering which side's the exit. Anyways, we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.